Shalom and good morning, family. Got another sit-down video for y'all. This is Ak Moshe Ben Yahuda Israel, simply Akbi. I just want to talk about, the issues of modern day society, the lack of innocence of children, like these younger children these days, like the new generation, Gen Z, whatever you want to call them, the children of the so-called millennials. They are lost and misguided. Talking about they on demon time, just out there wilding, and it all falls at home with the parents. It's like the children of these modern times, they not being raised. They're not being raised right. They have no lack of morals. No lack, like they don't have morals. It's lack of morals, decorum, innocence, They don't know the Most High. There's no God in their life. Like the modern day homes, if you ask the average young person today what they know about God or the Bible, they might be on the fence about it. They might even say their household don't have a Bible. A lot of these younger people don't have a Bible. They don't even have Bible apps. They got all them social media apps though. You got stuff like Mocha Fest, and I'm gonna have to look into that. I see that's been a big buzz on the internet. Mocha Fest. It's just our people promote being degenerates, excuse me. It's like in a so-called black community, if you're a degenerate, you're gonna get praise. You're gonna get the highest praise. But when you stand for righteousness, you're gonna be shunned. You're gonna be a pariah. You're gonna be outcasted. I feel for those of Gen Z that's trying to walk upright, because I couldn't be born in this generation. With the knowledge that I have now, being born in this generation, it'll be hard for me to have friends and to hang out with people. Heck, growing up, I was always to myself, I didn't tend to fit in, because that's how you know when you're a chosen one. That's how you know when you set apart. Even when you was a child, you had friends, you was in relationships, but it didn't last, It didn't last because they see that light in you. But yeah, this society is so wicked under the influence of Hashatan and his minions. A lot of children are out of control. It all starts with the parents, and you can't really pit it all. You got to pit it all on the parents, because a lot of these men don't want to take their position as the head no more. A lot of men are weak, and they allow their women and children to run amok. No, they're supposed to rule their household in righteousness, rule their household with the word of the Most High. But you see, America don't want that. Western society is ran by neutered, effeminate, beta male men. I'm going to just call them Ahab-spirited men, because all these modern day terms, I'm going to say this country is ruled by Ahab men and Jezebel women, and that's the truth. Those who don't like the truth, oh well. I don't care. I'm going to speak the truth. America and Western civilization is ran by Ahab-spirited men and Jezebel-spirited women. And that's the stone cold truth. That's the cold hard truth. The stone cold truth and the cold hard truth, damn it. And the righteous are sick and tired of this bull crap. Let's get some scriptures. 2nd Ezra chapter 5. 2nd Ezra chapter 5 verse 8, and it reads, "There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places." That's going on now. You got these wild beasts coming into the cities, and minstrous women shall bring forth monsters, and minstrous women shall bring forth monsters. Some of these monsters are these modern day drill rappers that's promoting the killing of their own people. Some of these monsters are these thought pockets that's running around talking about eating men's backsides and all. That's just all kind of debauchery and abominable stuff. Thug and thought culture, was the product of these minstrous women that took the seed of unrighteous men. Because it all starts with the man. Because women do the choosing, And the way the vibration is out there, you got these podcasts, they don't want men of righteousness. They don't want the so-called good men. They want the wicked man. Let's just keep it a buck. You know, because it's cool to be wicked. It's cool to be wicked. Even the so-called good women, they want the bad boys or the unrighteous women. And I'm going to prove it. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 5. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 5. Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20 says, woe unto them that call evil good, and good evil, that put darkness for light, and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet, and sweet for bitter. So you see, if you trying to walk after the ways of the Most High and trying to be like Christ as a man, you're going to have a very difficult time when it comes to finding a woman or dating in this modern day world, because Hashatan is in rulership, you know, and to be promoting Yah's word and following after Christ, you're going to be looked at as unpopular. You ain't going to be desired, but hey, don't lose hope, brothers. You know, the Most High knows what you're going through. But yeah, these menstruous women are bringing forth monsters. You know, you got them saying they on demon time. When we was coming up back in the day, if we was to say something like that, if I was to say that as a child, my daddy would slap the taste out of my mouth. My daddy would slap the taste out of my mouth. Real talk. My grandmother would slap the taste out of my mouth. And even some of our uncles, we won't even dare say nothing like that. We on demon time. What's going on with these children today? We on demon time. That's some utter bull crap. Yeah, you could sit there and y'all want to be on demon time, and when an angel of death come collect y'all soul, now y'all want to cry for God and Jesus. No, it's too late. You want to be on demon time when the angel of death come collect your soul? You know, being a drill rapper, because these drill rappers, they shorten their lifespan. You promoting killing the ops and all that. Let me tell you something. Your biggest op is your flesh. The biggest op is that man or woman in the mirror. Not outside force. The biggest op is that man or woman in the mirror that you stare at every day. That's your biggest op. You know, straight up. Let's get some more scriptures. Let's get some more scriptures. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, starting at verse 1. It says, but the soul of the righteous are in the hand of Yah, and they shall no torment touch them. In the sight of the unwise they seem to die, and their departure is taken from misery, and they're gone from us to be utter destruction. But they are in peace. Now it's talking about the righteous. You know, the righteous men and women. Verse 4, for though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. Talking about that first resurrection. You know, have faith, saints, have hope. And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For Yah proved them and found them worthy for himself. As gold in the furnace have he tried them. As gold in the furnace have he tried them. As gold in the furnace have he tried them, and received them as a burnt offering. And in the time of their visitation they shall shine and run and fro like sparks among the stubble, and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. They shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and Yah shall reign forever. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he have care for his elect. Now you see, it's talking about the righteous, those righteous men and women that want to walk after Yah and keep the commandments and follow after Yahshua. There's hope for them. But you see, a lot of the youth today, they don't know the Most High. They don't trust in the Most High. They don't even want to know. They don't even want to hear nothing about Yah or Yahshua. You know, you got a lot of young people dropping out the church, which is understandable, because these jackleg pastors ain't teaching squat. They just teaching the same redundant bull crap. Don't even teach scriptures in those churches. So you can't blame the youth for not wanting to hear the word, but they're all righteous brothers and sisters that's trying to bring forth this word. And the youth need to cleave on to that, because we at the end times. This is the end. Verse 10, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3, verse 10. But the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations, which have neglected the righteous, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Lord. So you want to neglect the righteous men and women? Y'all want to reject the righteous man for the wicked man? You know, same thing for the righteous woman. Y'all want to overlook the righteous woman? You know, a lot of brothers out there, y'all overlook a righteous woman because she may not have the body of an Instagram thought pocket. You know, let's see. For those who neglected the righteous and forsaken the Lord, for whoso despises wisdom and nurture, he is miserable, and their hope is vain. Their labors unfruitful, and their works unprofitable. Their wives are foolish. So you see, they got foolish wives, a foolish man and a foolish woman, man. You know, like I said, it takes two to tangle. It takes two to tangle. Their wives are foolish, and their children are wicked. Man, this sums up what's going on today. You know, with these modern day children. You know, not all of them, but the majority of them, you know, they are wicked. Their offspring is cursed. See, they're not going to read these scriptures in church. Their offspring is cursed. Wherefore, blessed is the barren that is undefiled, which have not known the sinful babe. She shall have fruit in the visitation of souls. So it said, blessed is the barren. Like, you know, some women can't have children, you know. Unfortunately, you know, because let me tell you something. A lot of these barren women, the women that can't have children, they'll be some of the best mothers out there. They'll be some of the best mothers. You got some of the women, these wicked women that's killing their children, you know. Just like you got some of these wicked men killing their children, you know. I be like, why you gonna choose that weak man? You know he had mental issues. You know he was a psychopath, and he gonna kill his own seed. I'm sorry, a man that kill his own seed. How can you do that? You know, how can you kill your own seed as a man? That came out of your loins. You know, that seed came out of your loins, and of course, it grew in your woman's belly, your wife or girlfriend belly for 9 months. And how can the hell you kill your seed just because the woman want to break up with you? You want to kill a seed, man? That's weak. That's some weak stuff, bro. Real talk. You just gotta man up and fight for your child to see your child, man. Don't kill your child because your baby mama or wife want to leave you, man. That's petty. You know, that's not gonna change the outcome. It's just gonna put you in a deeper hole, and you're gonna regret it. And then when you get locked up, you're gonna have to deal with Big Tiny and split them open jacks, because they gonna come for you. They don't like that when you're in a prison. If you kill a child, you're gonna be the lords of the law, the inmates. If you rape a woman or kill a child, you are the lords of the laws in a prison. So you better not kill your seed, man. Real talk. But let's continue. It says, their offspring is cursed. Wherefore blessed is the barren that is undefiled, which have not known the sinful babe. She shall have fruit in the visitation of souls. And blessed is the eunuch, which with his hands have wrought no iniquity, nor imagine wicked things against Yah. For unto him shall be given the special gift of faith and an inheritance in the temple of the Most High, more acceptable to his mind. For glorious is the fruit of good labors, and the root of wisdom shall never fall away. Verse 16. As for the children of adulterers, they shall not come to their perfection, and the seed of an unrighteous babe shall be rooted out. For though they live long, yes, they live long, yet shall they be nothing regarded. In their last age shall be without honor, or if they die quickly, they have no hope, neither comfort in the day of trial. Talking about the day of judgment. You know, for horrible is the end of the unrighteous generation. Woo! For horrible is the end of the unrighteous generation. And yeah, you know, you want to talk about being on demon time. That's the unrighteous generation. You know, because the millennials are the parents of Gen Z. And I can't imagine the next, and you already know, if not all millennials, but the Gen Z, I'm sure you got some Gen Z that's parents, and whoo, man, society is going down the crapper. Society is going down the crapper. Yes, indeed. Yes, Lord. Let's get on Wisdom of Solomon chapter 4. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 4 verse 1, and it says, better it is to have no children and to have virtue, for the memorial thereof is immortal, because it is known with Yah and with men. You know, so don't let nobody shame you if you don't have any children, brothers. You know, because in the so-called black community, you know, they look at it as a taboo. Of a black man is like over 35 and don't have no children. they might think he's, playing for the other team, but that's not true. You know, no, because this was the words. It say, better it is to have no children and to have birth, because a lot of brothers want children, but they want children, but due to circumstances, probably been overlooked, or they could have been in toxic relationships. I don't know, the Most High timing is different, maybe it's a certain reason, maybe it's a certain season the Most High gonna send him that righteous woman, to have a child with, if it's the will of the Father. But better it is to have no children. This goes for women too, because, I see that as an honor, especially, for a woman, like if she in her 20s, like if she, she keep herself and practice abstinence, that's power right there. A woman that's practicing abstinence and not opening her body up to all men, that's honor, that's power. Just like a man retaining his seed on semen retention, that's power, because it shows that you have self-control and discipline, and that's what our people lack. Both our men and women lack discipline. Our people lack discipline in this day and age. We not active. We overeat. We overindulge. We all guilty of it, including myself, because I'm part of this nation. I'm part of the nation of Israel. So, including myself, we overindulge, whether it's food, alcohol, cigarettes, weed, sex, pornography, all this, man. I'm calling it all down the middle. We overindulge, both men and women. We got a lot of overweight brothers. We got a lot of overweight sisters. I call it in between. So y'all can't say I'm being biased for all the people. Oh, you're being biased, Moshe, you're being biased. No, you got to be like the prophets in the Bible. When you call out wickedness, you call out the whole nation. You call out the whole nation, the men and women. That's what the prophets did in the Bible. They call out the whole nation. They prophesize against the whole nation. And okay, a nation includes men, women, and children. All right, then. Let's continue. Verse 2. When it is present, men take example at it. And when it is gone, they desire it weareth a crown and triumph forever. Have gotten a victory, striving for undefiled rewards. But the multiplying brood of the ungodly shall not thrive, nor take deep rooting from bastard slips, talking about bastard children, nor lay any fast foundation. For all those who like to brag, oh, I got a lot of children. I got 5 children. I got this amount of children, this amount of grandchildren. Yeah, but are they walking in Torah? Are you teaching them godly principles? Because it's all for vanity. It's all vanity. I don't care. You got a lot of them old heads out there, they like to brag on their grandchildren. Like, oh, I got 15 grandchildren. But they all not following the ways of the Most High, though. You're not teaching. If you teaching them to be ratchet, if you teaching them to be the ways of this world, it's all vanity. That's the truth. I don't care who get mad. It is what it is. Don't like it. If it's not for you, don't listen to the content, Because that's one thing. People hate truth. When the Bible coming out, when the word of the Most High coming out, they get offended. That's because that's them demons manifesting. Because they on demon time. They'd rather rock with the demons and Satan. They don't want to rock with Yah and Yahshua. Real talk. Straight up. And that's the solid truth. Let's jump down to verse 6. For children begotten of unlawful babes, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 6. For children begotten of unlawful babes are witnesses of wickedness against their parents in their trial. There you go. That ties in when they say your children shall bear witness against you. Yep, your children shall bear witness against you. For all those who having them in unlawful beds, your children gonna bear witness against you. And that's why a lot of these wicked parents take their anger out on their children, because they know they had them in unlawful beds. Verse 7. But through the righteous be prevented with death, yet shall he be in rest. Verse 8. For honorable age is not that which standeth in length of time, nor that is measured by the number of years. I love that scripture. Because you got a lot of them old heads, they're trying to son you young men, thinking just because they're old head, you supposed to always be a yes man. No, I don't care. If they don't have if they're not speaking with the wisdom of the Most High, no, you stand up as a man and say, look, yeah, I know you're older than me, but that don't mean you have the right to lord over me. Because if you ain't speaking out of these oracles of the Most High, if you're not speaking with the wisdom of Yah and Yahshua, it's all for nothing. You just an old fool. You're an old buffoon with gray hair. Real talk. It's the truth. You're an old buffoon. We got a lot of old buffoons, unfortunately. We got too many old buffoons and old buffoonettes. We don't got enough wisdom, wise men and wise women in our community. And that's the stone cold truth. That's the stone cold truth. We got too many old buffoons and old buffoonettes. And you see them on these YouTube streets in the black sector. The majority of these so-called old heads, they still acting like they're in high school. You know, they still acting like they're in high school. And that's a crying shame. So that was Wisdom of Solomon chapter 4. Yeah, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 4. Verse 8, it says, "For honorable age is not that which standeth in length of time, nor that is measured by the number of years. But wisdom is the gray hair unto men. In an unspotted life is old age. But wisdom is the gray hair unto men." Now, just because you got gray hair, that don't mean you have wisdom. If you could tell when somebody got wisdom, because if they speaking righteous, if they speaking the oracles of the Most High, if they talking about what's going on in the world and see the ills in the community, yeah, they got wisdom. Or they tell you, "Hey, young man, don't do this. I've been down that route. Hey, young lady, you don't want to do this. I've been through that. I've been through this." You're supposed to listen to the wisdom, but a lot of the youth, they don't want to hearken. They just want to be like, "You ain't my daddy. You ain't my mama. You old Negro. You old lady." You know how some of them youngsters, they want to call us old heads. But when they get knocked, when they bump their head in life, when life knock them on their ass, I'm gonna just keep it a buck. When life knock them on their ass, and when the Most High slap some sense in them, now they want to come look for the old head or the so-called old lady to give them some wisdom. Nah. Oh yeah, because it will happen to all y'all youngsters out there that want to smell y'allself. When the Most High slap y'all upside the head, and when life knock y'all on your ass, y'all gonna be coming to y'all mamas and grandmas that have that wisdom. All y'all grandpas or uncles that been through the struggle in the trenches. Y'all gonna be looking for that. Real talk. Straight up, but yeah. And like I said, it all starts with the man. Men don't want to be the head. It's like men are afraid to be the head because Satan, the way society is run now, is Hashatan, woman, child, and man. The man is the last. The man is last on the ladder, because the righteous ladder is supposed to be Yah, the Father in heaven, Yah, his son Yahshua, man, woman, and child. That's the righteous ladder. But the unholy ladder is Satan, women, child, and man. And that's why America and Western society is in shambles, especially in our community. It all starts with the men. The men don't want to be the head no more. Y'all want to talk about the woman doing this and the woman doing that, but it starts with the man first. Last time I checked, the Most High created man first. He created man first. He gave man, when he created Adam, he told Adam to rule over the dominion. But Adam fell, due to listening to Eve, because Eve got beguiled by Satan. First of all, Adam should have been a man and checked Eve and say, "Hey, what you doing? What you doing talking to that serpent?" Which was Hashatan. We know it wasn't no snake. It was Hashatan, It wasn't no Satan, because Christians, they teach, it was a talking serpent in a tree. No, that's Christian buffoonery. That's Christianity buffoonery. It wasn't no talking serpent. It was Hashatan disguised as a man in that garden, But yeah, it all starts with the man, because last time I checked, the man is the head. Men don't want to be men no more. And it's like the whole roles has been reversed. Because if men was ruling their households in righteousness, we won't have none of this dysfunction. And when I mean ruling with righteousness, not beating on a woman, no, teaching his household a Torah, instructing his children to walk in the ways of Yah and Yahshua. But to the modern day world, that's corny. They look at that as being boring because they want excitement. Most of our people want excitement. They don't want righteousness. They want chaos. Both men and women, they want chaos. They want to be on demon time. They want to party and bull crap all the time. They don't want to be still and wait on Yah. They don't want to repent. They don't want to turn from them wicked ways, because it's easy to follow the ways of the world. That's why everybody gravitate towards, because this ain't no easy walk. That's why a lot of people want to gravitate towards, the flesh, Because if it was easy to serve the Most High in Christ, everybody would be doing it. If it was easy, to follow this way of life, and it is easy, but we just listen to the lies, because the keeping the law, statutes, commandments ain't it's not grievous to follow this. What's so hard about it's not grievous, but we make it difficult. Mankind make it difficult. We make it difficult, because there's stipulations when it comes to serving the Most High and following after Christ. It's stipulations. And when you want to learn about these stipulations, read the Bible. But a lot of people don't want to take time out the day to read these scriptures. Even if you just read a few scriptures a day, all chapter a day, that's all it takes. But we know the so-called modern day parents, they're not teaching their children. Just look at the result. Look at the fruits. By your fruits, you should know them. By your fruits, you should know them. Just look at the state of the society. Look at the state of the so-called black community. There ain't nothing changed. Negroes talking about they won't change, but they don't want to change. So that's being hypocritical. But yeah, the loss of innocence, the loss of the innocence of the children and the morals is ridiculous. And when I'm talking about children, I'm talking about like the youth, like the young, like the teenagers, the early young adults, man. I mean, it's just crazy. And yes, we had buffoonery growing up in the 90s. We had buffoonery and wickedness, but it's way worse than now in this day and age. It's way worse, and it's gonna only get worse and worse, until y'all come back with Yeshua. Until Yeshua come back, until Yeshua come back and set the record straight. Because this society, man, I loathe it. If you're a righteous man or woman, you're gonna hate this place. We just gotta endure to the end, though, saints, because that's all we have is Yah and Yeshua. And I know it's vexing, but hey, lean on Yah, lean on Yeshua, man. Real talk. Like I say, the Most High, He knows what y'all going through, brothers and sisters. And for those that's trying to do right, big salute to y'all. For those who striving, man, big salute to y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video short and upload it to my channel, man. I just want to get this off my chest. There's been another sit down with Agbin. More to come in the future, y'all willing. Shalom and peace.